I'm Dana K. White. I am the author of Decluttering at the Speed of Life. I'm the creator of the No Mess Decluttering process. And I teach a lot of concepts, but we're going to focus today on two of the concepts that I teach and how they work together to actually transform your home and how your home functions. So I call myself a functionalist. It's a word I've made up. And these two concepts together help me be a functionalist. Okay, so the two concepts are this. The container concept, I talk about it all the time, but if you're new here, it might be the first time you've heard of it. It doesn't just mean use containers like all the organized people love to do. And they're right, like they love containers and they use them well. I used to not understand why buying more containers didn't actually change my home. I would get the same containers that the organized people were saying solved other problems, and I would bring them into my home and my home wouldn't actually change. Well, it's because I didn't understand the container concept. I didn't understand that the purpose of a container is to serve as a limit. The purpose of a container is to contain. It's to serve as a boundary. And when I view a container that way, that's when it actually transforms a space, is when I see it as a limit, when I let the container decide how much I can keep, as opposed to looking at every item and saying, I like this item. I might use this item someday. This is a good item. This is a useful item, and keeping it for that reason. Instead, I say, this is the space that I have, and when I acknowledge that this is the space I have, then I put the very best or most useful or most great, whatever, items in there first. And that determines how many things I can keep. Okay. I have other videos. You can go watch this one where I explain the container concept, but that's it in a nutshell. Space is finite. If I try to keep more stuff, then will fit in my space functionally. Okay, so not shoved in, but functionally fit in my space. There is no hope of my space ever being under control. Like, it is necessary. And with the container concept, every space is a container. It's not just about the buckets and the baskets and the bins. It is an acceptance that every shelf is a container, every closet rod is a container, every drawer is a container, every room is a container, my house is a container. Like, understanding the limits of space has been transformational for me. Then take it there now. Take it there now is the thing that makes my no mess decluttering process different from most of the other processes that you're going to find out there for decluttering. It is the way I guarantee that I'm going to make progress, that I can stop at any time and I'm never left with piles or boxes full of things that still have to be dealt with or put away. I may not finish this space, but the space is only better and I've made only progress. Okay, you can go watch this video right here about showing the process in action, my 5-step process. You can also get a copy of the printable for that at aslobcomesclean.com/5. Decluttering at the Speed of Life is my book where I really dive into that and you'll understand the process. So take it there now is the way I make progress and only progress. And that means that as something comes out of a space, one item at a time, that item goes to its final destination. And I have a way of determining what that final destination is. But it either goes in the trash or recycling, or it goes in the donate box, or it goes to its home that I, figure out using my process. That one right there talks about how to find a home for everything. I know, I'm giving you a lot of information today. But here's how it all works together to truly change my home. Instead of doing what I used to do, which was just stuff shifting, saying, I like this item, therefore this item could be useful someday. This is a good item, therefore it must stay in my house. But it doesn't fit here, and so I would just move it somewhere else. Well, then that space got out of control. And then I would work on that space and move those things somewhere else because they're good. And so I can't get rid of them, right? That's what I thought. And so I'd move them somewhere else. And then that space was out of control. And so it was just like, I only ever had one space at a time. that would be under control because the stuff I had taken out of there had gone somewhere else. So I needed to move my whole house forward to actually change. Things needed to leave my house. So the container concept plus take it there now achieves that, achieves the real actual change. Okay. Here's an example. So I am in my guest room right now, and this closet is where I put our Christmas decorations. This is kind of a dream of mine. Once my oldest moved out into apartments and all that, I had a guest room, and I love having a guest room. I love having a room that is ready for guests at any time. Okay. But another dream of mine was to use the closet, because it's a walk-in closet. It's not a huge closet, but it's a walk-in closet in the guest room for storing Christmas decorations so that they don't have to be in the garage, so that they don't have to be in the barn, okay, where we then have to like drive out there and get all the stuff loaded up and bring it back. I just wanted them really easily accessible. That was a dream, okay? They would just be in the closet of this room. So I understand you may not have that at this point in your life, and that is totally fine. That's not really the point. My point is, as I went to put Christmas decorations into this closet, I viewed the closet as a container, because the closet is a container. That's the container concept. This is the limit to how many Christmas decorations I can have in my house and my house stay under control. This is how I do it. I limit them down. That means I put my favorite ones in first, and whatever doesn't fit, then I need to let go of. I don't put my Christmas tree in there, okay? But that is the limit to Christmas decorations, which is incredibly freeing because I put my favorite ones in there first, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, these don't fit. I can go. Somehow that lets me let things go in a way that before, like trying to convince myself I didn't love it, never let me go. Never let me let it go. All right. So this closet is terrible. I go to put things in there and was going to put stuff up on the shelf, and things were high up, and I was like, it's not working. So I look up there, and in that space is the stuff for window hangings in this room. When we moved in, I saw that there were the little hanging parts and pieces for window hangings in this room, but I didn't know where the actual equipment, that little hardware for that lived in this house. Well, that's where it lived. I just happened to see when I tried to put stuff up on that shelf, because it didn't fit. Like, it looked like it should fit. I tried to go put the thing on the shelf and it doesn't fit. So something is there. This is the container concept. By taking it there now, I go to put it in that space, and I face the reality of that space. And I see that there is something in my house that is keeping me from being able to put these things in the place where I would look for them. Okay, I was taking them there now, and then I face the reality of that space. There isn't room for these Christmas items because there's already something in that space. Okay, so take it there now means I'm actually dealing with it, as opposed to going, I'm going to put these things up in that closet, and then those things sitting in a pile forever because, 2, 3, 4 months. I mean, that's the kind of way I used to live, right? Is I would be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. But instead, I'm taking it there now, and by taking it to the actual space, I see the reality of that space. And the reality of that space is there's something else there. Well, I knew for sure I wanted to put these Christmas decorations in there. So I needed to get rid of those window covering pieces. I needed to deal with those instead of just moving them somewhere else, because this guest room is not a storage room. I want it to be ready at any time for people to come in and sleep here without having to move a bunch of things around first. Okay, so this guest room is a container. I'm not gonna have anything in here that makes it hard for it to be a guest room. This closet is a container for my Christmas things. And I want my Christmas things. They are important to me. Yes, it's a limit, but I want to keep the ones I can keep. And so the window covering things can't be there. But I only know that because I'm taking it there now and I'm facing the reality of that space. Okay. So I'm taking it there now, And then the container concept makes me face the reality of that space. So those things needed to go. Well, then I start going, what if I need them someday? Well, what if I do decide to put window hangings in here? And what if I regret the fact that I got rid of those because those little pieces of hardware are already up there. And so that would be so easy. And then what? And I went, you know what I can do, Dana? I can take it there now because it can't live in this closet. The old me would have been like, maybe I could shove it in here. But no, I'm a functionalist. And if I shove it in here, the reality is that it's going to fall and it's going to make everything harder for me to deal with in this closet. So I can't do that. I'm facing the reality and I say, it can't live here. So I'm going to take it there now. And then I decided I'm going to go ahead and put it up on the windows, even without actual window coverings on there. I am not a perfectionist on decor. Y'all know that, right? But I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to take it there now because where would I look for these? Well, I would just look for them right up there. I didn't even know they existed up here. But I also have that moment of, oh, can you really get rid of perfectly good window covering things that actually fit the windows that are in this room? Oh my goodness, can I do that? So I take it there now. And I went ahead to go put them up on the window. But do you know what happened? When I took it there now to the windows, I faced the reality of that space. And do you know what the reality was? They were all bent up. And they didn't fit there anymore. They didn't fit. Kind of like the container concept. And the taking it there now helped me see they didn't fit. And my reaction to them not fitting on this place where they should be able to go was, yeah, I don't love these things enough to get out a hammer and bang on them and try to get them to work. And that doesn't matter enough to me. And it helped me face the reality that honestly, I'm probably just going to leave the blinds in here and I'm probably not going to actually put up window coverings anytime soon in this room. But it was the take it there now that helped me face the reality of the space, which is the container concept, that then helped me let it go, which then meant that all these very awkward pieces left my house. They were thrown out. This was actually in the 1-800-GOT-JUNK pickup that I did, that I have another video on here. That is how I move my whole house forward. I know if you are not the type of person to go, but they're perfectly good window coverings. If you're not that kind of person and you're like, I'll just never do that. I'll just get something. You don't get this need for all this thinking. But if you're like me and you're like, that looks useful. Oh, that looks useful. Oh no. How can I possibly get rid of something that's useful? You get it. And this is how I work through that. And now my Christmas stuff can fit in there into that closet and space is not being taken up by what if stuff, which is, just kind of clutter because I hope this was at all helpful. I will talk to y'all later. And I'm sorry that my neighbors I'm not sorry, right? It's life, but my neighbors are doing construction and I can hear the chainsaws. I don't know if you can or not, but anyway, I will talk to y'all later.